Welcome to Kedu Africa TV. I'm Kingsley Ogudere, and I'm glad that you decided to join us today. Stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of excitement, a lot of culture, a lot of lifestyle to share with you. Stay tuned for Kedu Africa TV.
Hi, and welcome to Kedu Africa with Ijoma Ogudere. So recently, someone asked me a question. She said to me, you produce this TV show with your husband and you're a fashion designer, you also have a psychology background. I would think that you will have a show that talks about fashion, but you chose to talk about African cultures and achievements. So here is my story. Recently, my husband picked up a Time magazine. And he went through the whole pages in Time magazine, and we didn't see one single positive story about Africa. Not even one. The only thing we saw about Africa in Time magazine is Boko Haram. Really? Time magazine, Boko Haram. That's all you can talk about Africa. My beautiful Africa. A continent that have over 1.2 billion people. The second largest continent in the world. And Boko Haram is all you can find. Anyway, so my husband decided that instead of us sitting down here talk about this a whole day, why don't we start something positive that talks about Africa? Maybe we can bring our own Africa to the world. Maybe we can showcase our own beautiful Africa to the world. So that's why we came up with Kedu Africa. So you beautiful Africans out there, send us your African stories. Let us hear about your African hero. You might just be on our TV show. Thank you.
Yeah. Skiller. Killer. Original radio #1 Kingston property. Definitely them a call on me. Come here, the uncle get the stuff than the economy. Girlfriend, me never let the things of the what they son on me. Call me boyfriend, side chicks, them a follow me. Word for that. Wine a bubble buck. Still him a run back for me. Him say them nothing. Yeah. Wine a bubble buck. Stick it, you can miss it. Wine a bubble buck. Still him a run back for me. Him say them nothing. Yeah. Wine a bubble buck. Simmer, 1, 2. Then the way me bounce it for him. Run up down me ding 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 ding. Bounce it for him. Run up down me ding for me, baby baby. Oh, bounce it for me. Run up down me ding 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 ding. Bounce it for him. Run up down me ding for me, baby.
Woman, you go. Woman, you talk.
Culture, they say, defines us, it shapes us, it makes us understand who we are. And here in Kedu Africa, what we do, we promote African cultures, achievements, sometimes entertainment, and even lifestyle. So recently, we have noticed, like growing up with a Nigerian background, I noticed that some people, they don't even want to identify with African cultures anymore. Like I have some friends that I know who that changed their name maybe from Chioma to Catalia, their surname from Okoro to Johnson, and that makes me really wonder. So when I see young, beautiful African women who are not even raised in Africa, promoting African cultures, it makes me really, really happy. So today in the studio with me is the Afro Vibes group. These are beautiful young African women who promote African cultures here in the United States. So you're welcome to the studio, beautifuls.
Hi.
Okay, let's start by introducing ourselves.
Okay.
Me, I'm here all the time with you, your regular host, Ijoma Ogudere. And I have with me...
Chioma Okoive.
You're welcome, Chioma. And
Tonya Omunguye George.
you're welcome, Tonya.
Francis Tata.
You're welcome, Francis.
Emily Iman Moore.
You're welcome, Iman. So I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
You know, the reason why we brought you in today is because we want other Africans out there to understand that without culture, we are no one. Without culture, we are nothing. So we want to make others understand that wherever we go to, we need to be able to promote our own culture. So the Afro Vibe groups, what is it like? How did it all start? So I'm gonna start with you, Choma.
It honestly started on the UC Davis campus. One of our friends, actually, she's the one who started it. OC Oseramet. She just graduated. She started the group because we all love to dance. We all love performing and all of that, and we, especially to Afro-Caribbean music. So that's how she came to us, and she created the organization through the UC Davis campus, and that's how we just started performing.
Do you know how long this organization has been?
It's about a year.
Going into our second year.
Yeah, going into our second year.
And you guys intend to like continue?
Of course.
Yes.
What if let's say you graduate?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any intentions of passing it to all the others?
Yeah, of course, because we have tryouts every year, so we get new girls, and each girl, like, we assign them like a role. Everyone has their leadership positions in the club. So
Okay, Frances, I would think that, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're in this group, you obviously love to dance. So what
course.
inspires you to perform?
Honestly, I've been dancing since I was about 5, and I did ballet, tap, and jazz when I was younger, but I stopped for a while, and I came back in college because, I don't know, I love to express myself through dance and, you know, put in diversity on the campus.
Okay. That is awesome. And I'm Toya, what does this mean to you, like dancing?
It means a lot of things. It means everything actually, because I love dancing. I love just being able to perform in front of everyone and expressing the African culture. It's such a big pride for me just doing that alone. So I really love dancing. Yeah.
And you've been doing this for how long?
Well, since Afro Vibes started, I've been doing Afro Vibes, but I've been dancing since when I was little. I danced in primary school, I danced in middle school, and I danced in high school as well. So it's been a stage for me of growing up in dance.
Okay, man. I would think that since you're still in school,
Yeah.
and you're dancing now, do you think that maybe at some point you will take it to the next level, or do you think it will all end by the time you leave UC Davis?
Yes, most definitely. Because I'm actually a theater and dance major, and it's just the fact that within UC Davis, there's not like a lot of representation. Like I was the only like black female within like performances, and it was like insane because I was like, this has to stop, and it's like we need to be here. We need to be, you know, we need a space for us that is like tailored specifically for our culture. So it's like inspired me to like, you know, have new ideas. Okay, like using African forms of dance and integrating them within modern techniques, and putting them on stage and putting on productions. Probably I was thinking about putting on in my senior year, so that just to see that, you know, we have a lot of raw talent within the African diaspora, and that we need to be recognized for who we are and what we're going to be.
Okay, that's interesting. And you guys are awesome. I'm really, really happy to have you. And I would think that, you know, because since I started Kedu Africa, I've had opportunities. People call me to come and cover some of their events. Sometimes I'm not able to make it because, you know, my schedule might not be able to fit in. But, you know, Afro Vibe Dance group, have you ever thought of maybe performing outside the school? You know, because a lot of times they have shows, like African shows. Sometimes they have them here in the United States. Have you ever thought of maybe reaching out to some of those groups, or maybe to perform? Have you ever thought of maybe making money from dancing?
Oh, yes. Yes, for sure.
We actually do perform like outside of school, and we do get paid. We do get paid through school too, for some performances. The performances that we do for the Black community, that one is strictly free because we just it's our way of giving to the community and like showing them our culture and everything. But most of the time our performances are paid for, and we do also perform outside. Like we try to go we actually did have a wedding scheduled for us, but
Okay.
they moved it. So that's it. But we do perform. We perform at graduations. We've done that. We've performed at birthday parties, exactly. And concerts too. We actually
yes.
did perform at the YC and Lil
DJ
Kish concert, which was at Oakland
Yes.
Metropolitan. So that was definitely a major key event this
it's
year.
big.
But yeah, we're definitely open to people asking us more about performing and all that, because that's definitely, who doesn't want to make money?
I know.
Yeah.
So, do you think that maybe one of you may at some point turn this into a career?
Ooh.
I would say for me, I would like to turn this into a career, because it's just that, for me, dance is it's my passion, it's my heart, and just to see the growth within myself, it's a really good feeling. So I would like to take this to the next level, and I would like to make this more than a career. I would like to make it a lifestyle for everyone.
Right now, we're gonna go to the next segment. We have these beautiful, young, talented women will give you just a little bit of what Afro vibes.
Something
is all
right.
about. Stay tuned.
Take where your heart, girl, I got your card. Take where your heart, me, I tell you from start. Take where your heart, girl, I got your card. Take where your heart, me, I tell you from start.
Highly spiritual.
Keep watching Kedu Africa.
So, on a lighter note, what is it you really love about your Africa culture?
I'm Nigerian, so I love everything about my Igbo culture, from the movement, from the artists, i.e. Flavor. I love him. I don't know, I just love everything about it. It's so rich. I love the food. I love the music. It's just, since I grew up in Nigeria for 14, I've been living in Nigeria for the past 14 years. I just moved here 6 years ago. I don't know, the culture is just embedded in me, and it's just something I just love. It's just lively.
Yeah, I think I love Flavor too. His kind of music, he rocks. So Flavor, we are, fans.
Shout out.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite African, artist? Is it? Who? Don't say Flavor, please.
I don't have a particular artist. I like listening to all the songs of Africa. The common ones, of course, are West. So a lot of Nigerian songs. I like Cameroonian songs because I'm from Cameroon. But I've been getting into East African and South African and North African songs. So I don't have one favorite. I just love them all.
I really do.
Yeah.
You love them all, or you really do love Flavor?
It's really hard not to love them all.
Yeah, exactly.
Africa, we are really doing a good job.
We're very diverse.
Yeah, we're very diverse, even within the
sounds.
dance group.
Yeah.
We have girls from all parts of Africa, and they come and bring in their music, and we're just oh, okay, I've never heard this before, and it's good. Yeah.
So, what about food?
Food?
For me, Nigerian food, all the way.
All the way, man.
All of them?
All the way, yes.
Oh, the amala, the wedu.
Bring all of them.
Yes.
Yes.
Andrea, man, what is it that you love about your Africa?
My situation, I'm not directly, I'm not really directly from Africa. I'm from America, but for me, I would say my Africanness is a mystery. The fact that I get to define it for myself, even though I'm not I have really I want to say direct connections, I'm from this place, but it's okay, but I know where I'm going. So which is a good thing. And being exposed to Afro vibes and like different cultures within the diaspora, like it really opened my eyes, and like the fact that there's so much flavor to it. Like the food is amazing, the music is amazing. Like the fact that people learn more than 2 languages is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very versatile and very rich.
Yeah, I think we have over 1,000 languages in
yeah.
Africa.
Even Nigeria alone.
Especially in Nigeria, we have tribes and we have different languages, and you know, I would think anybody would say something about, oh, I love African fashion. I mean, I love African fashion. I love I love African names.
Yeah.
Because some of the names, they really have deep meanings, like really, really deep meanings. You know, like where we come from. Apart from the regular name, they also a native name. Like I have a native name. I don't know if you have.
Me too. I have a native.
Do you have a native name?
Yes.
What is your native
name?
name? What?
Asherini.
What does it mean?
It's like praise God. Yeah.
See, they all have deep meanings. Like me, growing up, they named me after my grandma. My aunties, only my aunties call me that name. You know, I'm just gonna say, but hopefully my husband. You won't start calling me that name. So growing up, they called me Ihuanyanwu. And Ihuanyanwu means like the goddess of light. That was my aunties, you know, because they said, according to them, my grandma didn't meet him. Her. So, but they said, oh, she was so beautiful and she was like sunshine, you know. So that's why, you know, so they called me that name growing up. So I thought it was long. But you know, I love it, you know, so it's definitely beautiful for me. So well, thank you for coming in today. I am so honored to talk to beautiful young Africans like you.
I'm on it, giving you till the morning time. I make you want it.
Sexy ladies, slow baby when you wine pon it. Slow baby when you wine pon it. Whoa baby when you wine pon it. Slow baby when you wine pon it. Come next to me, love when you're next to me. Y'all gotta be the death of me. Yeah, your destiny, flex to me. Slow baby when you wine
Where
pon
your
it.
heart, girl, I got your card. Take where your heart, me, I tell you from start. Take where your heart, girl, I got your card. Take where your heart, me, I tell you from start.
Highly spiritual.
Shawty, she get body. Kama to chini, kama tia chini, kama to chini, kama tia chini, kama to chini, kama tia chini, kama to chini, kama tia chini. I'm gonna call you Lola. I'm going to be your kaka. Kagari alifai kuna toyo. Na tukichoka da twende moro. Usinipe gonjwa la moyo. Cause you them girls are loyal. You die, you feel.
You know you're rocking with the best man. And I've been so lonely in my life, but now I can hold on tonight. Cause I decide. Cause I decide. Come out to chinny, come out to your chinny, come out to chinny, come out to your chinny, come out to chinny, come out to your chinny, come out to chinny, come out to your chinny, come out to chinny, come out to your chinny, come out to chinny, come out to your chinny, come out to chinny, come out to your chinny, come out.
And keep watching Kedu Africa.
Yeah.
And then it was the next day, I got a call from him, and he said, do you remember me? I said, yeah, from Jack London Square. And I said, but what I don't remember is giving you my number. And he said, yeah, I Google you, you know? Oh. So I'm like, okay, that's good. I've had my number for a long time. And so he said he called to say thank you. I said, no, that's not right. You know, I'm the one that had you hostage, so why are you calling to thank me? And that's when he broke the news that when I had stopped him, he was on his way to commit suicide.
Oh my God.
So I was like, whoa, the first thing out of my mouth was, you got to be seeing a counselor. And he said he's been seeing a counselor for like almost 2 years and nothing was happening, and he was just tired. They wanted to just end it. And so I said, what happened? He said, well, all the stories you were sharing, you know, some of them were very fast. I didn't get them, but I got enough that it makes sense. I went back home and I took the suicide note I left with my family, flip it, and started writing all the things I was thankful for and happy about. And I went from 0 when you met me to about 29 different things.
Oh,
so I was so happy for him, and I told him, I said, okay, now you are in a different frame of mind. Can you go find a different counselor? So yeah, you know, because I just think he need help. So he goes, are you a counselor? I said, no. So he hung up, and that was it. But that changed my life.
You are wanna know, no. Sissy Ferrari, oh.